Hello, my name is Nuttawee Wi. My project was initially named Brain-to-Brain Interfaces. However, it later got changed to Brain-to-AI Interfaces. Please enjoy the video. Have you heard of Brain-Brain Interface? No? Fine. There is an experiment about using an electroencephalography machine or EEG to read the brainwave of two centers motor cortex and then send the data to the receiver, which is pretty far away. The data goes into a transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS and stimulates the receiver's motor cortex, making his hand move the same way the sender wants to. The experiment was successful and I thought, how about we take it further? Well, my project consists of three parts. 1. I'm going to use an EEG machine on a human and use a TMS machine on an animal, or maybe a dead body, or maybe a dead animal. 2. I'm going to use an EEG on a person's arcuate fasciculus, which is responsible for our inner thoughts, and use a TMS on another person's arcuate fasciculus, essentially making a telepathy device. Lastly, we're making a comatose patient a sender and a healthy person a receiver. Some comatose patients are aware of their situation, but are unable to respond. We might be giving them a chance to respond.
Okay, step back a bit and come up with something more plausible.
Okay. So, that was the original plan of the project, which is then scrapped. If you can remember my first video presenting the project, I'm going to use electroencephalography to read the brainwave from the test subject number 1. Process the information and use transcranial magnetic stimulation to mimic the nerve impulses into the brain of subject 2. That was before the plan was changed. So what should I do instead? Maybe I can do that? Nah. Alright. Maybe I can do that instead. Yeah, I can probably do it in time. That was a bit of an under-exaggeration. I was actually more freaked out than this, at least in my head. Let me explain the new plan to you. But first, let's get everyone caught up. There are two things you should know about first. 1. Electroencephalography, or EEG. No, not egg, it's EEG. EEG works by placing electrodes on the skull. You know that brain uses electricity to send signals, right? The brain uses ion to create electricity, and the EEG uses those ions to push or pull the electrodes placed on the skull, which is then translated to electric current, which is then sent to a voltmeter, which is to be recorded. Now, on to the next thing, the arcuate fasciculus. It is a nerve bundle connecting the vernix area, which makes us able to understand language, and the Broca's area, which makes us able to create our own speech. The arcuate fasciculus itself is responsible for the inner thoughts. Let's say you are reading a book in your head. While reading, there is a voice in your head, likely similar to your own voice, saying the words you are at. That is the inner thoughts. Got it? No? Fine. When reading comics, you have seen these types of speech bubbles, right? They represent what the character is thinking. That's exactly what inner thought is. And they are created by the arcuate fasciculus. My new project is to use an EEG on the arcuate fasciculus to read what the person is thinking. Obviously, the output is going to be unreadable to human, but we are going to get a bot to read it. I'm going to create an AI to be able to read and learn the outputs from the EEGs, and then tell them what word each data means. For example, the subject is thinking of the word hello, while the EEG is reading the arcuate fasciculus. We feed the AI with the output, tell the AI that the output means the word hello, and the AI should start to learn the brainwave pattern for the word hello. We'll do it multiple times with the same word and with other words too. Once we have collected enough words, our AI boy will be able to translate from brainwave data to English. And there we go, mind reading devices. Now you don't have to lick them to know if they're lying or not. Just place the headset on them and you know what they're thinking. That sounds quite plausible, right? Let's see if we can actually do it. First we'll need an EEG machine.
I've got us an EEG, but we won't be getting it yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, let's try to use this OpenBCI EEG. We are not sponsored by OpenBCI in any way.
Cool. Wait, what is this? Why is there an output? No one's wearing this thing. Is there a ghost or something? Sir, what is this thing reading? No one is wearing it.
It's the electromagnetic field around us.
I see. So the thing is very sensitive. So, as you just saw, the OpenBCI was too sensitive to be usable. Great. Now the city is quarantined and the deadline is coming closer. I realized that I couldn't do it in time as the deadline is getting closer. I think that a good presentation can probably indicate a not so good results. So I started doing reports, presentations, and posters at my maximum effort. I hope this goes well. So, what did we learn today? 1. How EEG works. So, the EEG works by using ions in the brain to push or pull the electrodes, which the results can then be translated and put into a voltmeter, and then the output from the voltmeter is then to be recorded. However, the push force of a single ion is abysmal, that the EEG requires synchronized brainwave pattern. 2. Arcuate fasciculus. Have you ever thought? You all have, right? Say the word hello in your head. The word hello in your head is the inner thought I was rambling about back there. The arcuate fasciculus is what causes this inner thought. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe. Wait a minute, this ain't YouTube. Anyways, bye.